So we have Randy asking. Randy's looks from the sounds of it, going to Celtic Classic.
Excellent. See you there.
He's asking, should I look for a hotel room now? And are there any do's and don'ts heading into Classic?
Yes, look for a hotel room a few months ago. This particular year, I believe it's homecoming at Moravian and Lehigh at the same weekend as Celtic Classic. So
Wait.
hotels are going to be a premium.
Yeah.
Consider getting a hotel a little bit outside the city.
If you need to,
And what was his other question? I got hung up on
What
that.
are do's and don'ts?
Do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts.
Don't wear your kilt backwards.
Don't wear your kilt backwards. Do buy a kilt from us. I would say when you're, and I'll broaden it to all festivals. When you are going to a festival, a heritage festival, it doesn't even have to be a kilt or Celtic festival. Anytime you're going to a big festival, I'm all for pre-gaming a little bit, having a sandwich out in the car and, gathering a group of friends, just outside and kind of, hanging out, extending the beginning of the experience. We are from Philly. We tailgate with the best of them. So, that said, I would also say support the festival.
Yeah.
Period. That's the number one freaking thing. Now, go in and listen to music. Enjoy yourself. Have a great time. But budget for it. Don't spend all of your budget on the hotel or the whiskey you're going to bring to the thing. I would say buy things there. Support the festival itself. Support if they have a t-shirt stand, buy a t-shirt. If the musicians are there, have CDs for sale, buy a CD if you like the band. Even if you don't have a CD player, give it to somebody else. Share the experience. If there are merchants there, spend a bit of money. Not only just buying the beer from the festival as well, but buy some of the food. Spend money there. The only way for festivals to continue to exist is when people support them and people spend money. So make sure you are supporting them not only with your presence and telling people about it, but also with your dollars and making sure that they are making money or at least covering expenses to be able to do it again. So that's the number one freaking thing I would do. Ian.
Festivals in general have been struggling in the 2020s. Sponsorships have been drying up for a lot of them. Particularly on the West Coast. I'm not sure why there's a difference. I've been hearing about a lot of West Coast festivals.
East Coast as well. But
They've been struggling too, but I think West Coast has been full on canceling festivals at a rate we're not seeing on the East Coast. With the hopes of resuming next year, but it's been a tough go. I know big alcohol sponsorships have dried up a little bit. All of what Rocky said.
Yeah. And in a world of virtual experiences and social media, get out and do real shit.
Yeah.
Get out in the world, do things, experience things, be part of it.
Post about it.
Yeah, post it. Yeah, if you're gonna have the virtual experience of walking around looking at a concert behind your phone, live stream. Well, I don't know if you're allowed to live stream it. They may frown upon that. But walk around the festival and live stream it. Tell your friends to get down there. Get other people out of their homes into the real world and do things in person. The more disconnected we are, and this isn't meant to sound like a political rant, but it's kind of about to. The more we are disconnected and live in our own bubbles and believe our own BS and drink our own Kool-Aid, the more problems and divisions we have. Get out in the real world, talk to other people, experience different things, and get out amongst your fellow humans. Don't just sit in your room in a basement, angrily typing as a keyboard warrior. Get out in the world and do stuff.
Rager Munson, 2028. In terms of practical, do's and don'ts.
There's a real question here.
I would say check on the weather. I know Celtic Classic specifically is at the end of September, and in southeastern Pennsylvania, the weather can vary. It can be chilly and sweater or tweed weather, or it can be 95 and boiling. So don't overthink. I'm going back to that theme again now and try to figure out your outfit now. No point. You don't know what the weather's going to be like. But in the week leading up to, make sure you check, make sure you're dressed appropriately. Maybe check the schedule ahead of time so you're not 3/4 of the way through the day and realize, oh man, I really wish I saw that thing that happened an hour ago. So that you can plan for the things you don't want to miss.
Yeah, bands you don't want to miss, things like that. Absolutely. Plan
There's
out your day.
special like sporting, Highland Games event that you don't want to miss, or some kind of demonstration.
Yeah, and I would also say like even like Celtic Fling at the Ren Fair or Celtic Classic, but there's an event where there's multiple stages. A lot of times bands will either stay on the same stage and just repeat, every couple hours, or there's one band over here that's playing the same time as a band over there, and you want to see both of them. Okay, fine. You can only pick one, obviously.
Yeah.
Time travel and space travel is not a thing yet, but
Not with that attitude.
exactly. But if this band and this band go on, but this band is also here later in the day and going on, great. See this band first and that one second. Plan out your day. 100% agree with that. I would also say make sure that you take a lap around to see all of the food that they have before you commit to the one thing that you want. There's been a few times where I've gone to a festival and been like, I'm going to have this thing because I'm hungry right now. And then 10 minutes later, you're walking down the row eating your thing. And you're just like, I didn't know they had turkey legs. I didn't know they had haggis. And that's the thing that you actually wanted while you were there.
Yeah.
So I'd give it a full lap around. Same thing with vendors. So if you're like, I want to buy a kilt, or I want to buy a whiskey stone to carry a rock around the festival the whole time, which is, I don't know why it's a freaking thing. It's the dumbest freaking product ever. Or I want to buy a t-shirt, or I want to buy this. I would do a full lap around, get there early, do a full lap around before you commit to the thing or things you want to buy, especially if you're on a budget.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you're buying the exact things you want. Jewelry, there's a lot of jewelry vendors at festivals, and a lot of them are individual artisans. So sometimes you'll be like, ooh, this is a really, really neat piece with a piece of topaz on it, and it has a looking booth brooch. Oh, that's the one that I want for my wife. Great. Then, give it a lap and, yeah. Mac, you look like you want to jump in.
Yeah, speaking of our customer appreciation party, isn't there a video or a documentary that we might be dropping that might talk about this topic?
Maybe. Yes, for those watching now or later or whenever, if it's late, which is way later, sorry, you're too late, you missed it. But there'll be a video that'll come out, so you'll be able to click right over there somewhere. I don't know, whatever. So anyway, yes, not making much sense. On June 28th, 2025, we are having a customer appreciation party and movie premiere party here at USA Kilts. So if you're in the area, stop out to USA Kilts on June 28th. Was it 3 p.m. to 7 p.m.? Something like that? And somewhere around there. We're going to have discounts in-store only. We are going to have a little bit of food, a little drinky drink, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. And at, I think, 5:30 that day, we are planning to premiere a little sneak peek not behind the scenes, but an early preview of our movie, or mini documentary, it's about a half hour long, which details essentially Celtic festivals. I'm not going to release the name yet because we haven't finalized on the name yet, but stop out, be here, or be square, or something. Yes.
Indeed. For the seasoned festival goer out there, what tips and tricks did we miss? Get down in the comments, share your do's and don'ts with our viewers. Also get in the group Kilts and Culture on Facebook and share them there as well.